Hi, I'm David Ernst with Keller Williams Realty New Orleans office, and today we are going to talk about investor buyers. Specifically, the address we're going to talk about is 14 Rue de Jean in Kenner. This is a single-family residence in Chateau Estates in Kenner, Louisiana. It's a higher scale neighborhood. The neighborhood's been around for quite some time, but there's a golf course there in Chateau, and a lot of the homes are large size. A lot of them are custom. So the neighborhood is lovely. This property was listed at $390,000. My clients purchased it for $375,000, and they also received some concessions from the seller towards their closing cost. The seller was an empty nester and was apparently downsizing to something smaller because the home was over 3,400 square feet and it needed a complete renovation. So my clients came in understanding that. Where they needed to be, we had to look at the after repair value of the property based on the expenses of what it would take to get the property up to what we call renting living standards in today's marketplace. And I have a lot of contractors, and so did the investor, and we were able to put together some numbers to show that it made financial sense to do the purchase at this price, that it would definitely, they would see some appreciation in regards to the appraisal and for future growth. What was important about this deal is that we use what we call as a DSCR loan. They're relatively new on the residential side of the business. However, what they do is they allow for an investor to buy an investment property with 20% down, and it's not based on the investor's income. It's based on the actual cash flow of the property, which is super important, so you don't have to show all your income. Bottom line, you have to show that the property, the rental income plus expenses will cover the cost of the mortgage. So as long as the rental income covers the cost of the mortgage and the insurance expenses and the maintenance, and that normally comes out to about 120% of the total mortgage amount, then you're able to get the deal done. And that's really my job, is how do we get everybody to just to kind of find a neutral ground where they're comfortable proceeding and where the numbers make financial sense for them to proceed. So my job is to be a calming force to allow the sellers and buyers just to kind of get past this and move on with their lives and close the transaction, which is going to be the benefit of both parties.